having the two planes crash into the building.
Well, nobody said deserve it, but I think there's some heavy karma involved.
Oh yeah, and you're
There's some
supporting
heavy
that,
karma.
aren't we? It's our behavior.
I'm
We
not
deserve that. We are bad people.
Nobody deserves violence.
Nobody deserves violence.
But the
What
We're
are you
not
talking
advocating
about?
violence.
The law of the universe is the law of the universe.
You're saying we
The
don't.
law of karma
you're
cannot.
Saying, you're saying
it's
we're
not
not
like
at
the
war.
United
You've
States
got-
is beyond the law of karma.
you've got
We're the
your-
United States. Karma doesn't apply to
You've got your head
us.
in the sand. You're giving the whole world the impression that all America is based on people who think like you, and thank goodness
No,
it's
no,
not.
we're the new thinkers, Judd. We're the new thinkers. Most America does not think like us.
You're the non-thinkers,
most
man.
Americans
Judd,
aren't
we
thinking,
remember
period.
respect. Be respectful.
What are you calling
Judd, be
respect? You're
respectful.
saying comparing our country to fascism? You're talking
No, I'm not
respect?
comparing. I'm saying when it happens to you, it goes
Calling
beyond
France,
being a
he
metaphor.
left a fascist country to come here? That's
No,
what
there's
you're talking
degrees of
about.
fascism. There's degrees of
You
fascism.
don't know what
People
a
are not
democracy is?
free.
In a democracy, people
Like our
can
last
Why is
election was
democracy-
a
Yes.
democratic election.
Who says
It was
democracy is
not
the
a
greatest
democratic
form of
proved that our
government?
system,
Plato
proved that our system
doesn't agree
works.
to democracy.
Prove that our system is deeply flawed.
Yes, it
Run
needs
like
correction.
contributions.
Now
Exactly. That's why the
You can't
Democrats.
accept it gracefully, right?
Why should we?
You'd like to have a civil war.
We want to have
Say
a
that
revolution of
in any
consciousness.
way.
It's a revolution of consciousness. It's a revolution of
It's a
evolution.
revolution of puss-headedness, man.
Let's use
Psychiness.
revolution instead of revolution, because
Revolution,
revolution is going around in
evolution,
circles, where you cut off
evolution.
those guys' heads and then someone else cuts off your head. And
I
then
want
you
to go back to the purpose of society fundamentally
Okay.
is the base, the foundation of health, real health, is clean water, good food, clean air.
Don't forget good sex.
So that's not the purpose of society at all. The purpose of society is trade. The purpose of society is division of labor. Trade, that's the purpose of
That's the
society.
purpose.
The
You're
purpose of
bringing
society?
us
Man,
as
I don't wanna live
conscious
How could you have
beings
peace without
down to
trade?
the most mundane.
That is, yeah.
How could you have
exchange of
peace without
material
trade?
goods.
How could you have peace
you
without
can live
marketplaces and
without
without
ever trade.
producers
That's not
and without
the
consumers
whole
That's not-
and
goal.
without a
of it.
money system?
That's why you came into this body as a
Oh, come
spiritual
on.
being.
What are you going to have? One big relief system for everybody and you're going to be the commissar?
We can be self-sufficient. We don't need relief.
Yeah,
as
we-
long as we're all
Self-sufficient.
Okay.
self-sufficient.
If you could,
grow
I have a
our own
suggestion.
food,
I-
make
cooperate,
our
if
own
you could
clothes.
cooperate together.
I have a suggestion. Here's why tribalism works. Obviously, Judd, you would be in a different tribe than maybe the four of us.
Well said, well said.
I think so. That's why tribalism works. And then you draw to you the people that think just like you, and you live in your tribe.
Each tribe has
Let's
its
go.
own
Each tribe has its
constituency.
own, and you know,
Remember, this is a discussion about social
that's right.
how do we get from A to B to C?
I believe we have to start where we are with what we have.
Well, here's the whole point: is we disagree about where we are.
I'm saying we have a great country, and you're saying we have no good fucking rotten country.
You didn't say that. Nobody said fucking. Nobody said wrong.
Your
Can we
tone
not
said
go on
it.
this?
You use words
Basically,
like
we don't have
fascist.
much time.
Yeah, we don't have much
Because
time.
the
I want to go
planet
back
is
to
being
Frederick because we're really not letting Frederick speak. I want to go to Frederick and let's hear about your book. We started with your book. Let's hear about your book.
I wanted to add one.
You're our bridge to the goddesses.
One quote from the Bible. It's,
Yes.
If you want to change the world, first change yourself.
And change has to come from within, not from
We
without.
agree
Yes,
there.
we
So
agree
look,
there.
we're in agreement. We're in
agreement.
agreement. We
Woohoo!
That's our first point
Woohoo!
of agreement.
Agreement. We have agreement. Should we shake on this? The first point of agreement.
Yes, that's a
We
standard.
have a agree. We agree. I mean, how much time have we gone? A half an hour. We have reached agreement. Thank you, Frederick, for bringing us to a point of agreement.
It's basically,
Wait,
oh,
I'm
sorry,
go
go
ahead. No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Through our fear that the powers of darkness are able to work through us because it's when we're in fear and coming from
Powers
greed.
of darkness? What are you talking about? Where are you coming
Okay, wait a
from?
second.
Well, you
Frederick?
may not know what I'm
Frederick,
talking
powers of
about. Some
darkness?
others
Oh my
may.
God, what are you talking
I
about?
understand what you're
let's-
talking about.
You believe in an evil spirit?
Just evil people.
Just a force that's anti-evolutionary
All you have are
that
vic-
works through
all you have are
people
victims
who are
of-
coming from fear.
Yeah, victims of maleducation and malnourisement.
True, but because of their fear and because of their education and their armament, they're able to have things work through them that are not pro-human, the highest human potential, but instead check evolution and keep us in our barbarian
But
state.
you're really talking about two different cultures. One that believes there are bad guys, there is an evil spirit, and the other that believes there are only problems that need
Okay,
to be solved.
that's so heavy. I'd still like to go back to Frederick. I think Frederick is our release valve. Frederick, over to you.
No, as we we speak about power of darkness,
Power of darkness, yes.
For us, Tantrika, maybe the main representation of power of darkness is jealousy.
Jealousy. Thank
Jealousy.
you.
And possessiveness.
We-
Possessiveness.
We
Thank you.
continue to speak about jealousy as a value,
Need to control.
as something that is right to be. It's right to be jealous.
That's right. It's human nature. People even say
No,
it's
for some,
human
for
nature.
some
And,
people, I have not a grain of jealousy
Well, but
in me.
you're,
So, and maybe we could start to consider jealousy as the worst disease.
thank you. They have something I don't. I'm jealous of them. I'm not feeling worthy because somebody has more
what it
something.
is it to be unhappy about the happiness of the partner?
So what we're really talking about is how much ego personality is running one's own personal life. Ultimately, spirituality is allowing the higher interdimensional self, which is rooted in love, which is rooted in wisdom, which is rooted in intelligence, and is inherently free. And when people embrace and integrate into their true interdimensional self, there's no need to possess, there's no need to control, and there's no need to think one needs anything outside of oneself because one is connected. As I said, the love that we seek is the love that we are.
Right.
The freedom that we seek is the freedom that we are. So to me, real social change, fundamental social change, political change is about us truly reclaiming our power as divine
Right,
spiritual
right.
Well, I
beings.
see it differently than both of you. I really do. Let me try to tell you how
I
I
think
see
all
it.
4 of us.
I have within me an instinct, and that instinct is for variety in intimacy. My nature as a mammal is I'm a non-monogamous mammal.
Okay.
I believe
Most mammals are actually. 95% of mammals
based
are.
on my experience, I believe that the people who are monogamous do not have that instinct. In other words, they want to concentrate on one lover. And sometimes they need a little reinforcement of games like jealousy and things like that. All I'm saying is that we're a pluralistic society, and we all have different choices of sexual preference. And erotic, I call it jollies. We get our jollies in different ways.
Well, that's
But I don't find
But-
either of your positions the same as mine. We are talking about different
All right,
schools of thought.
let's bring things into the current now because it's now, I was watching the John Lennon show,
Right.
and it was a full moon in Libra, and it ended with, all we're saying is give peace a chance. I firmly believe that the number one issue and lesson that has to be grokked from current events is a real commitment to basically put war on the back burner as a diplomatic
War is no longer an
tool.
option. I think we
I
have
think
to,
we really
have
need
to
to
say
discuss
that war
this.
is no longer an option.
Wow, we're at war, everybody, don't you
We
know?
are at war.
Our
That's
country
what
is at war.
that's
Where
what
are
we're
you?
saying.
Where are you going
This
from?
is wrong.
Are you
the
like
country
giraffes
should
putting
not
your
be
heads
at
in the
war.
sand?
But
This
Judd,
is
we're saying the
ridiculous.
country should not
Don't
be
you
What
have any patriotism at all?
Do you mean
not as the way you would define it. I'm not rah rah. Let's go bomb
Okay,
people. No, I don't believe we should go bomb
I
people.
don't know what you're putting your allegiance to. Your
I put my
world,
allegiance to
the
truth,
world.
Judd.
Yeah, the world,
and the
the
world,
cosmos.
to the goddess
every
Gaia,
every
to the
great
planet.
every great
Not to
teaching,
this country.
every great saint,
That's
every
mythology.
great teacher, every great artist has always talked about ahimsa, non-violence,
right.
non-violence.
Gandhi, the Buddha,
That's
Christ.
that's where we go.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Lennon.
Hopefully
Give
in the
peace a
next
chance.
100 years or so.
Okay, so we're
Donovan.
talking about a process,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of people in this world who I would call reptilian brain human beings,
Fight or flight.
who do not understand or
We're
capable
very
of-
close.
of-
Why are
of-
you acting like we've not been attacked by terrorists? Who
Because I believe
who
that
are
ter-
out to shut us down and who hate us with a
Well,
religious
he's,
hate. Can't you understand hate?
Who knows the real story behind
What,
that?
yeah, first of all, I don't think we're getting all the information. My position is that this act, what had occurred, is a great wake-up call. And my position is that we're all responsible for what happened. No victim, no blame. We're all responsible. And if we can get the lesson here, and there are many
What are you
lessons.
selling? Guilt?
Okay,
What's
wait a
the
second.
matter
I want
with you?
to.
Where's that coming from?
Let's segue back to Frederic,
Okay.
our pressure valve. And Frederic, do you have any comments about the lovely goddesses that are dancing for us? I'm feeling like maybe we could take a little break.
Right.
Let's practice our own vipassana here.
Really?
And let
Yeah.
this energy. Let's
Yeah.
focus totally on the goddess energy because
Beauty.
in my worldview,
Beauty.
this is what we need to heal the acrimony. This is exactly what we need.
And let's try to feel, really, to feel the energy coming from this marvelous goddess.
Yes, 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 yes. Jai Ma, which means victory to the goddess, victory to Gaia, the mother goddess. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma.
Oh, the world is starving for a contemporary mythology. A goddess for our time.
Well, I think the goddesses are being reborn. We're resurrecting all the old goddesses, and they're re-erecting or erecting all the new gods.
That will help. A study of mythology will help.
We need a more positive model for the male, the current
Right.
man.
The
Because men
liberated
have
man.
feel
New
as
age-
though
the
they've
new
been
age liberated
bankrupted by
man.
feminism
Right,
and left
right.
without a role. And so it's time now for
You
the
know-
men's movement to create
Right,
a really
right.
positive, strong, virile, protector God that's based
Right,
on positivity and
Protector.
And you know, in
I don't know
the
about
spiritual awakening, there's an agreement. The way out of the dilemma of violence and hatred, which appears to be a never-ending cycle, is we have to move into a genuine understanding of compassion.
Exactly.
And that, to me, Hildegard de
That's
Bingen.
not my idea
you
of
know,
spiritual awakening
Well,
at
okay,
all.
let me
Davi.
finish,
I
let me
will. I'll
finish.
let you finish. I just wanted you to know that you're
Okay.
acting as if we all agree, and we don't.
Well, we understand, basically, Judge, that you don't. So,
agree with anything anybody says ever.
Why? Spiritual enlightenment. What a phrase to lay on somebody. That's like hypnotic double talk. To me,
enlightenment
to
is
me-
double talk?
To me, spiritual
I think we need
enlightenment.
to
What
define
happens-
spiritual
What
enlightenment
happens?
is.
What happens when a person truly embraces compassion? What's the foundation
I'm
of
trying to
compassion?
tell you, if you only
Okay.
listen.
Yeah.
Spiritual enlightenment is my feeling deep in my heart all the way that I love God unconditionally and God loves me. And that
Okay.
is the joy
Okay.
that I carry with me every
Well, that's-
minute of
that's
every day
fabulous.
of my life. The joie de vie is my
Okay.
love of God.
Okay.